Hello and good morning from home, from Vorța. Here the sun rises so beautifully, an autumn sun. Today I want to go to Deva, and this morning I want to go to Dedeman. I want to order my garage door. Let's see how long it will take to arrive. And yes, in the next few days, that's what I want to do. To install the garage door and finish with the wood here next to the house, to split it, to store it, so everything will be ready when I leave on my trip. It's so beautiful to wake up here, to wake up at home. It's amazing. An absolutely gorgeous day today here in Vorța, an autumn day with not a cloud in the sky. I came back from Deva. I went to buy the garage door, which I actually bought from Dedeman, and they're going to deliver it to me. Unfortunately, it's very crowded with deliveries during this period, so it's going to take a while. I think it will only arrive on Wednesday or Thursday. I was hoping it would come sooner so I could start assembling already, but that's how it is. There's nothing I can do. We'll wait. In the meantime, I'll do other work around the house because I have a lot of things to do. Another mushroom harvest, just right for putting on the stove. I want to cook something today as well. Let's make a soup because I really miss having a soup while working around the house. We'll put a soup on to boil because that's the right thing to do. I also picked some zucchini from over there, from that spot, a plant that grew on its own. I'm going to cook something with zucchini too. Today we're making a soup as well. And I want to show you something else. What I saw just now when I was about to start chopping wood. I already have another zucchini, so they're developing really well. This one was tiny 3 days ago. I need to harvest it, but I need both hands so I don't damage the vine. Well, look, I managed to do it. Look at this beauty. Yeah, I'm going to make my zucchini dessert and breaded zucchini because I'm really craving it, but there's something else I want to show you. Now, when I came to start chopping wood, I saw something here on my oyster mushroom crop. It sprouted. Actually, it grew. My first cultivated oyster mushroom, which look how big it is. Compared to my hand, it's incredible, huge, absolutely huge. I'm going to make this one breaded as well. Unfortunately, another one didn't grow, but there are good signs. It means it's starting to produce, and for sure this fall there will be a few more waves. Because yes, pleurotus grows in waves, one wave at a time in the fall and spring. When it finds the right conditions, it fruits. Very excited, I put the soup on to boil. I put some cheesecloth here to drain because a few days ago I got fresh milk again from the neighbor's cows, milk that I let curdle. I took the cream and set it to drain. To make cheese, my mouth is already watering just thinking about it. That 100% natural cow cheese with a taste you can't find anywhere else. I saw the comments on the last vlog and I want to thank you for your comments and for the attention with which you follow my vlogs. Yes, there were clues. Anyway, I want to tell you, you know well that for me, you are like my family. Many times I meet you on the street and you tell me how you sit with your whole family and watch my vlogs. That's why it feels familiar to talk to you about what happened and about what I'm going through these days. Because if something extraordinary happens, I want you to enjoy it with me, to experience what I'm living. It's something extraordinary. And yes, I will give you more details. I will introduce to my family the person who has come into my life. Thank you for the attention with which you follow my vlogs, and stay tuned. At the right time, you will find out more details. I want to take a walk through the garden. I want to go here. I haven't been in for a while. The grass has grown again. I'll have to mow once more before plowing, because this year I want to plow the whole garden, including this part where there was clover, and because of the drought it didn't really work out. It was dry. But this year I want to plow deep again and plant clover in this other part. This time I want to put the vegetable garden where the clover was. I also took a bowl because I want to pick some carrots for soup. The carrots are really nice. They did really well, even though I didn't really take care of them. Actually, yeah, it's true that I didn't really take care of the garden either. But it wasn't a good year for agriculture either, with so much drought. Well, look, I think I can harvest some hot peppers, definitely enough to eat with soup, and I think I'll gather enough to pickle a jar or two. Unfortunately, yes, if you don't take care of the garden, you don't get a harvest, you just get weeds. And many times, even if you do take care of the garden and the weather doesn't help, again, you don't get much. The tomatoes have completely dried up here, unfortunately, and the cabbage has dried up too. It didn't work. Other than that. Well, if the autumn lasts long, maybe I'll eat an eggplant too, because it has two flowers there and the other one has... The signs point to a long autumn. Tomatoes. The tomatoes have dried up, but these two are good for soup. I should have some here in the weeds, Siri. I planted some seri. Let's see. Look, the tomato bush is here, but it hasn't borne fruit. And these haven't borne fruit either. I know that's how I used to find the tomatoes. When I used to come in the fall to pick corn, they were scattered on the ground. Look, one here, a few here, they'll ripen later. One here, the tomatoes of the evening. That's how I used to find them in the weeds among the corn. And there were a lot of them. Really, really a lot. And you can imagine, growing among the corn, nobody did anything to them. Look, here are a few more. These will be fine. For my soup, I made a veal soup today. I'm really craving veal soup. Let me pick a few tomatoes. You can imagine the taste of these grown here, semi-wild, without any help. No fertilizer, seeds, nothing. 100% natural. Yeah, this year the garden was the weakest it's ever been since I started planting in the garden. Hey, look, here are two bigger tomatoes. Let's take these two for the soup. These are tomatoes, yellow ones. I've never bought yellow tomatoes, seedlings, but you never really know what you're buying. Yeah, I need to get some peppers too. Some peppers. Look, here's a big one. And it's nice. I have some more. Like jalapeno. The one in front of the house grew really well. The one in front of the house and the one in the pot really produced very well. And these, again, these have a special taste. Here are a few more. Definitely from the soup. I've gathered them and I'm still gathering. There are still more. These peppers are that kind of Bulgarian pepper which isn't very hot. I'll mix it with jalapeno, which is fire and flames. And it'll be good. Let's get some carrots out too and take care of the soup. The carrots are nice with a special flavor. These will make the soup. So, man, these tomatoes in front of the house will definitely produce more. These will definitely ripen. Once again, I have yellow tomatoes even though I didn't plant them. But that's how it is. We'll use these. Look at this one, this tomato. Her story is very interesting because it's actually a shoot like this, broken off from another tomato plant. And it developed so nicely. I'll need to tie it higher since it's still producing green tomatoes. If autumn lasts, they may ripen without issues. This is jalapeno. If I pick them, it will definitely produce more because I see a lot of flowers here and smaller peppers. Yeah, these are extremely hot. I eat spicy, but not excessively. And these look like they might be, but we'll test them and see. I'm sorry that habanero didn't bear fruit. But they still have, actually now I see some traces on these ones, but these ones here from the sausages have borne fruit. This one is also a tomato grown from a shoot. From here I picked a lot of tomatoes. This was my most productive tomato this year. Here I have hanging ones. Habanero, that's what I was looking for. Habanero, here I have a few fruits. It fruited nicely here, but I have to leave the habanero until it ripens, until it turns yellow. It has to turn orange, that nice color, and it will definitely do so. But these jalapenos, I'm going to pick them too. They also turned out really nice here on the balcony. Hanging. Picking jalapenos. Look what I have here in September. It's incredible. Incredible. A type of strawberry. And it still has flowers and small fruits. Look, and here I have some ripe ones too. Oh wow, a very, very interesting type of strawberry. This is pretty much my soup for today, veal soup. Just a little bit more and it's ready. Now I added fresh lavage on top. I'll leave it just a little longer and it's pretty much ready. And the sun is shining here at my place at Vorța. Today I worked more online. I continued with the bookings for the next upcoming trip. Yeah, I think in the evenings, that's when I also do another round of chopping wood. The money for soup, and Marin Doyle had some with habanero, grown in a pot. This is among the hottest. Oh my God, how hot can it be? It's not real. We given like satisfied. Warm autumn days here at Vorza. Great days. I want to do something else. Today I brought jars. I want to pickle jalapenos, a very simple recipe, just peppers and vinegar, nothing else. I've been making this recipe for many years and every time it turned out very, very tasty. These are also very hot. You eat one of these peppers in 3 days, but the flavor is absolutely special. I'm going to put them in jars and leave them to pickle. I got 4 jars, 3 with jalapeno, and 1 with these Bulgarian ones. Clearly, I'll be making more later on. We fill them with vinegar. Up to the top, I don't put the lids on yet, not until all the air comes out from between them. You see it's still bubbling. I'm going to leave them for about 10-15 minutes. The jars are open, and only after that I'll put the lids on. If needed, I'll add more vinegar. Anyway, this vinegar, especially the one from the jalapenos, will take on an amazing flavor from them. I'll use the vinegar in soups as well as the peppers. It's very, very simple to pickle vegetables. This one has its stem fallen off. Finally, I managed to pick the hazelnuts too. I'll put them here to dry. I shelled some of them, some I didn't, but I felt they're not dry enough, so we'll leave them in the sun. After that, the shells will come off even easier, alright? Just like in Turkey, and in Turkey last year I saw hazelnuts laid out to dry. This year, there was a really good hazelnut harvest. Actually, this hazelnut tree has been producing for about 3 years. For about 3 years, it's been giving me more and more each year, and this year is a record. Getting a whole bucket of hazelnuts from a single bush is really great. Well, I haven't picked all of them yet. There are still a few left here at the top, but I'll get them. I'll pick them all, because it would be a shame not to. They're very, very tasty hazelnuts. Done. The pickles, I put the lids on. These are the second batch of pickles because, yes, the first batch was sauerkraut. The sauerkraut, which turned out very, very good. But yeah, it won't last. In the winter, I'll have to get a bigger barrel and put in more cabbage. That will happen next week. This was a slightly shorter vlog from here, from Vorța. I know that a lot of you really like the vlogs from Vorța. The garage gate is about to arrive, the garage door that we're going to install here. Most likely I won't be able to install it by myself because, yeah, it's very, very heavy. So I'll ask for help from Master Radu. Maybe he has time to come and help me one day to install it. That was basically the vlog from Vorța. I still have to chop wood, I still have to pack wood. I'll do those things now towards the evening. And I thank you very much for following me. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thanks to all the members and everyone who has donated to support this channel. But there will be a few more vlogs from Vorța. I hope I don't bore you with them. After that, there will be journeys, wonderful journeys through Africa. But until then, all the best from here, from Vorța. Goodbye.